Have you ever looked at someone and felt that spark, that quiet electricity, but couldn't tell if they felt it too? Maybe it's the way they smile when they see you, or how your conversations never seem to end. It feels real, but you still wonder, is it just me, or is this mutual? Today we're diving deep into that mystery. You'll learn 7 sweet yet true signs that reveal when both of you secretly like each other. Not just one-sided feelings, but a connection that's quietly blooming under the surface. And here's the twist. Some of these signs are so subtle, most people miss them completely. But by the end of this video, you'll be able to spot them with clarity and maybe finally know what's really happening between you two. So stay with me till the end, because every second reveals a clue about what your heart might already know. Welcome to Psycho Library, where we decode the hidden psychology of love and connection. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because every week, we uncover the emotions most people never talk about. Let's dive in. Sign 1, eyes and glances. Before we talk about the deeper signs, let's start with something simple, yet powerful: the eyes. When two people secretly like each other, the eyes always give it away first. It's that moment when your gaze meets theirs, and instead of quickly looking away, you both hold it just a little longer than usual. It's not just a glance, it's a silent conversation. You might catch them looking, they smile, look away, and then a few seconds later, you find them looking again. It's almost as if both of you are trying to confirm what your hearts already know, but you're too shy to say it out loud. Psychologists say that mutual eye contact releases oxytocin, the bonding chemical, making you feel connected, even without words. That's why these moments feel magnetic. You don't plan them, but when they happen, you remember them. And what makes it special is that it's never forced. It feels natural, comfortable, and somehow safe. When the eyes linger a little too long, and neither of you seem to mind, that's not coincidence. That's chemistry in motion. Sign 2, body language mirrors and natural proximity. Before we talk about the words you share, let's talk about something even quieter: body language. When two people like each other, their bodies start to speak the same language without them even realizing it. You lean in a little and they do the same. You cross your arms, they mirror it. You smile, and it's almost automatic for them to smile back. It's called subconscious mirroring, and psychologists say it's one of the clearest signs of mutual attraction. It's not planned. It just happens because your minds are trying to sync. You'll also notice how the space between you feels different. There's comfort in closeness, sitting or standing just a bit nearer than you normally would with others. Maybe your shoulders brush, or your hands accidentally touch. And instead of pulling away, you both stay right there. There's no tension, no awkwardness, only a strange calm that feels right. You don't even have to speak, but your body already understands theirs. That natural ease, the warmth in proximity, the way your gestures seem to flow together. It's the body's quiet way of saying, I feel safe with you. Sign 3, conversations flow both ways. Before we talk about the bigger emotional signs, let's look at something that often gets overlooked: the way your conversations feel. When two people like each other, talking never feels like effort. It just flows. You ask something, they respond with genuine interest, and then they ask something back. It's not one person chasing the dialogue. It's a rhythm, a balance, a shared curiosity. You'll notice how they remember things you've said before. Maybe you mentioned your favorite song last week, and today they bring it up again. Or they recall a small story you told in passing, showing that they were actually listening. This kind of conversation doesn't happen with everyone. Most small talk fades quickly. But when you both like each other, even ordinary topics feel exciting. There's laughter, depth, and that feeling that time disappears when you talk. And it's not about constant talking either. It's about connection. You're both equally involved, building something with every word exchanged. It feels easy, natural, like you could talk for hours and still have more to say. That effortless flow, that give and take, is one of the clearest signs that interest goes both ways. Sign 4, time spent in moments wanting more. Before we talk about the deeper emotional clues, let's focus on one of the simplest, yet most revealing in signs: the way you both spend time together. When two people like each other, time doesn't move the same way. Hours start to feel like minutes, and every goodbye somehow takes longer than it should. You say, "I should go," but neither of you actually moves. There's always one more story to tell, one more laugh to share, one more quiet pause before parting ways. You'll notice they find excuses to see you again. Maybe they suggest grabbing coffee, helping you with something, or just accidentally running into you. It's never about the activity. It's about being near you, feeling your presence even for a little while. And it's mutual. You do the same without realizing it. You rearrange your plans, stretch your day a little, just to have a few extra moments with them. That's what attraction does. It makes time feel weightless. You're both caught in a space where the world fades a little, and being together simply feels right. This quiet urge to stay longer, to not let the moment end, it reveals something real, something that doesn't need to be spoken out loud to be understood. Sign 5, you notice small details about each other. Before we talk about the more emotional signs, let's pause and notice something subtle. The little details you both remember about each other. When two people like each other, attention becomes personal. You start noticing things no one else does. The way they laugh at certain jokes, how they stir their coffee, or that tiny change in their tone when they're tired. You remember their favorite drink, their go-to comfort food, or the story they told once and never repeated. And what's even more telling, they do the same for you. They remember your favorite color, the movie you said you loved, or that one thing that always makes you smile. It's not about grand gestures or big confessions. It's about care hidden in small moments. Because when someone truly likes you, they listen differently. They don't just hear words, they absorb them. You might show up with their favorite snack without them asking. They might compliment you on a new haircut before you even mention it. It's these quiet recognitions, these little acknowledgments, that reveal emotional presence. Tiny details matter because they mean you were paying attention. And when both of you do it effortlessly, naturally, it's a sign that something deeper is unfolding beneath the surface. Sign 6, comfortable silence and shared laughter. Before we talk about the final sign, let's take a moment to notice something that doesn't need words. The silence between you. When two people truly like each other, silence stops being awkward. You don't feel the need to fill every second with conversation. You can just sit together, maybe scrolling through your phones, watching something quietly, or simply existing side by side, and it feels perfectly fine. There's an ease that comes with comfort. You're not performing, not trying to impress. You're just being, and it feels right. And then there's the laughter, the kind that bursts out over the smallest, silliest things. A shared look, an inside joke, a random comment that only the two of you find funny. Those little moments of shared humor create a connection that's effortless and real. You start to realize that it's not what you're doing that matters. It's who you're with. Even the quiet moments, even the pauses carry warmth. You don't feel pressure to talk because the connection speaks louder than words ever could. That's how you know when the silence feels comfortable and the laughter comes naturally. Something deeper is forming. It's not forced, it's not rehearsed, it's mutual. Genuine and quietly powerful. Sign 7, mutual vulnerability and support. Before we talk about the end of this list, let's explore one of the deepest and most meaningful signs. Mutual vulnerability and support. When two people truly like each other, they stop pretending. The walls come down slowly, and honesty begins to take their place. You feel safe enough to share something real, a fear, a story, a part of your past you don't usually talk about. And what's beautiful is they open up too. It's not forced. It happens naturally. One moment you're laughing, and the next you're sharing something that actually matters. You don't worry about being judged, because somehow you know they'll understand. You also start caring, genuinely about how the other person feels. You notice when they're quiet, when something's wrong, when their smile doesn't reach their eyes, and they notice the same in you. This level of openness doesn't happen with everyone. It's rare, because it comes from trust, the kind that grows only when both hearts are slowly leaning toward each other. Mutual vulnerability turns attraction into something real. It's no longer about small talk, glances, or jokes. It's about being seen completely. And when two people create that space for each other, it's not just liking anymore. It's emotional connection taking root in silence and sincerity. So let's quickly recap what we've uncovered. When two people truly like each other, the signs are subtle but powerful. It's in the lingering eye contact, the way your body language mirrors without effort. It's in the conversations that flow, the time you never want to end, and the tiny details you both remember. It's found in the laughter, the calm silences, and finally, in that mutual vulnerability, the space where you both feel safe to just be yourselves. If you've noticed several of these signs, chances are it's not one-sided. It's something mutual, something real, something quietly growing between you two. If this video helped you see things a little clearer, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, Psycho Library, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive into human emotion. Thanks for watching, and here's to something sweet and true.